Everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to be exploring what happens if we open up 5 new retail locations in the garment district. Obviously, Ingrid has already warned us not to encroach on her territory. We don't care. We're going to give it a go. We are going to be opening up 2 new electronic stores, a jewelry store, a bookstore, and a pizza shop in the garment district in hopes that not only will it increase our income substantially, but it'll also increase the hatred for us that Ingrid already has. Now, obviously, if you like what you see, if you want to stick around and see the rest of this series, as well as the new one that will be coming out once 0.5 releases on live, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I am going to be doing a complete rags to riches runs with no loans, no easy anything. It's going to be a difficult playthrough. It's going to be on hard mode as well, of course, but it'll be really fun. I would love to have you guys there with me. Obviously, if you like the video at the end, give it a thumbs up. That always helps. And of course, in the comments, let me know how you're doing in your playthroughs. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what you think. I always love hearing from you guys, and I love letting you guys know how I'm doing or what I think and whatnot. So as usual, I thank you for watching, and let's get started. I've played a little bit offline to get things moving, and I decided to just rent out every single open retail space that was available in the garment district. And honestly, I feel like they've done some kind of stealth change to retail businesses, because you'll notice there's really not that many available. I snagged this one as well. It's 1,000 square meter in Lower Manhattan. I also snagged this one here in Murray Hill. But like I said, I want to focus on what we have available in the garment district to see if we can draw Ingrid out from her hiding place, so to speak, because she's not really done much thus far, which I'm surprised at this point. I get that I'm now, you know, ranked 19 in the district, but she started the rivalry, but she hasn't really done anything with it. Yeah, they activated the rivalry, so I'm not really sure what to do there. But we're going to try to draw her out, like I mentioned. So going back to the map here, why don't we get these businesses started here? Now, what I was thinking in my mind is looking at Market Insider, the demand for Xanaman smartwatch, Noise Boss earbuds. What else do we have? I mean, I guess we have pizza and ice cream for some reason, which is kind of funny to think about, but you know, basically what I was thinking is electronic stores and jewelry stores right now because of the demand. And what I had in mind, since we don't have too much space in these these are all 75 square meter, by the way, that was all that was available, no larger space. So what I was thinking is make, you know, like an electronic store that's an audio store, and then do like a smartphone, smartwatch type store, and then do a normal jewelry store, and then maybe a clothing store, stuff like that. I mean, I'm trying to basically think of how can I maximize what I have with these spaces. So why don't we already just get these started here? So we're gonna do electronics store, and we'll call this audio files. Oops, forgot the O. LLC. And then we'll call this one First Choice Cellular. Oh, really? Choice Cellular. There we go. Could be like a, you know, a non-franchised single owner cellular store. I don't know, but we'll go with that. So let's change the logos here. We want this one to indicate that this is going to be smartphones, etc. Okay, so we got that one done. Now let's go to this guy here. And you know what? I like that there's a record on this one. It doesn't really make much sense because it looks like a nightclub one. Maybe not. Okay, let's go with this one here. All right, so we have those two. We know what we're doing there. Now let's get these guys. Let's get the jewelry store on this one. At least have the electronics and jewelry store on this road here, because they're definitely going to get the most out of it. So we'll call this Shine Bright Jewelers. Sure. All right, and let's change the settings on this guy. We do have a logo for this one. And we'll do Anton there. There we go. All right, we'll skip out on these two just for the immediate moment. But let's look and see. So this is an A2. This is also an A2. So we could theoretically do the same exact type of layout. So why don't we go check our spaces here. Let's see what we're working with before we actually make any decision on how we are going to set these up. First place we're going to hit here is the jeweler. It's actually a pretty decently sized space here, to be quite honest. This will work out pretty well. All right. So why don't we get the interior done here? Let's do this darker color here. All right. So that's good and ready to go. So let's check out the jewelry store, what we need in the F1 menu. So we obviously need jewelry. We can also do smartwatches. I don't know if we're going to do that or not. Well, it's dependent on the size of our stuff, and I think we can honestly fit it. So let's look at what we need here. So we know it's a 15 max per hour, and it just takes 1 and 1 for these, which is perfect. So if we go back to jewelry store and then look at smartwatches, they need to be on display table product. Okay, so we need 2 display tables for each type of smartwatch. So let's talk to AJ Peterson. And talk to Shine Bright. Or send to Shine Bright, I should say. Only need 1 singular station for cash registers. Need 2 showcases. And we need 4 product tables. We'll do 3 of those, 1 of those. Pretty straightforward and simple, to be quite honest. 36,000 coming in on Sunday. Works for me. Okay, now that we have the order for the jewelry store from AJ Peterson, we unfortunately have to go through the normal in-store process to get anything else for today, since you can only do 1 delivery at a time, unfortunately. Guard, just an idea. Let us do more than 1 delivery per day. It is kind of a slog waiting for 1 delivery every single day. That's just kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. It'd be nice to be able to do multiple deliveries. Anyway, so we know through the F1 menu that in order for us to do, for instance, we're going to do the cellular store with the smartwatches and the phones, obviously. So we need the display tables. We know that phones take 8, smartwatches take 16. We just need 2 of each. So if we're going to do that, we need 2, 4, 6, 8. So we need 8 total display tables, which that should be pretty easy. And I'm gonna get these all in, and you know, just for the, I guess, an FYI, for the other store, the audiophile store, we just need 4 total, since we're doing the earbuds and the rhythm by tray, and that's it. We're not going to be doing anything else there, so still going to need just the 4 there, but I'm going to get those into the store, and then we'll go from there. But I just wanted to show you what you can do, at least in terms of getting the things that you need before, you know, the next day, so you don't have to wait for deliveries. So I've gone ahead and put down the display tables for both of the electronics businesses. Now we're obviously going to fill this out, but I just wanted to show you the basic layout, and I will be making blueprints for these as well. So should you want to use these, you can, but I will eventually show you the end product. But this is essentially what I'm looking at. So we have the Rhythm by Trays and the Noise Boss earbuds here on this store, Audiophiles LLC. And then finally at Choice Cellular, obviously since I had more tables to use, I had to do a different layout, but this is essentially what it looked like. So people can browse through, walk through here and see all the options that they have for their phones and their smartwatches. And yeah, and again, we'll be putting stuff on the walls and, you know, getting it filled out for Micah Bohog. But as it stands, right now I have a delivery scheduled for tomorrow at 10 from AJ Peterson for the jewelry store, and then tomorrow at 2 p.m. for Ika Bohog as well at the same place. Now, while we're still thinking about it, the other locations that I have retail space at is obviously these two here. And I'm thinking, you know, we don't have a bookstore yet for the garment district. And I know there's a lot of bookstores already, but why not open one of those? So let's go ahead and do that. And the other one that I wanted to do was another fast food, but we're going to focus on pizza because there are no pizza locations, so it should help in that regard. Wow, there are 8 competitors for bookstores. That is insane. But why don't we call this Garment Books? Simple, easy. We'll change that. We'll change the logo, turn it white, put that little book there. Boom, done, done. Excellent. Now this one, like I said, I wanted to do this as a fast food, and we'll just call this Pizza Special. I don't know, a special. Whatever. We'll just call it that. It's fine. We'll change this. Do that. Boom. There's a pizza. Let's make it look all fancy. Where is it? There it is. Bun Hoyer Royale, or however you say it. Anyway, there we go. We're going to have a pizza joint here. Perfect. So we can round those out as well. But this should be a pretty good jump in income once we get everything set and open. But let's go get those situated, at least with the interior decorating, and move on from there. All right, so for the bookstore, I did it a little bit different. So I contrasted the white and the dark, except this time the dark is on the walls as opposed to the floor. But I think this will look pretty decent once we get everything in here. And then for the fast food restaurant, I went with red on a dark surface here, as you can see. We're going to apply that there. I don't know why, I just felt like this looks like pizza sauce. Just reminded me of that. But let's get the stuff in here and get these guys situated. Okay, so I have the basic layouts and appliances inside each of the stores right now. We still need to hit Ika Bohog for the other 4 stores that we haven't had any delivery for them yet. But I wanted to do one thing here that will make my life easier currently, and that is finally getting rid of this. The Hansa Mimic is worth $269. That is sad. Let's actually bring that with us just in case. Hopefully it'll let us stick with it. Let's get a Vord V150 and let's keep it in blue. I really like that blue. We'll purchase this guy. It's fast and it holds 20 items at once, which is really good. So I think it's a very worthy upgrade. We still got our hand truck, which is nice. Check this guy out. He is much quicker. And it makes things so much easier getting around. And a lot easier to hit. Let's see, where are we here? Ika Bohog was to my left. Oopsie. But I'm going to hit up Ika Bohog. I'm going to get the things I need. And I'm going to round out the rest of these stores before the next day, so that we can get everything just situated and laid out and whatnot, so we can just get going at these businesses, to be quite honest. I want to get this done quick. No more lollygagging. We need the businesses, we need the income, we need to put the pressure on to Ingrid. She needs to understand that this is our district. No longer are we gonna suffer under the yoke of that woman. We're gonna take back what is rightfully ours. All right, guys, I'll see you here in just a sec. Alrighty, so now everything is set up in each location. So here is the first one, Pizza Especial. I've gone ahead and just added some greenery and some paintings, etc. Here's Garment Books. Nice little place to relax, sit down and read. Pretty straightforward. Here's audio files. Again, more greenery, paintings, pictures, etc. Pretty straightforward stuff so far. Here's Choice Cellular. This one was a little bit more difficult because there's so many more display tables, but hopefully it all works out. Really, the biggest thing is that the access to the other side's going to be kind of limited, unfortunately, but it should still work out for us. Not as many pictures in this one. Just didn't feel like adding it to every single one, I guess. Finally, we have the Shine Bright Jeweler. So this one's a little weird because they have to like walk around like this, and I was thinking, you know, maybe in a real world sense you could do that so it'd be harder for you to steal from the expensive jewelry or something. I don't know. It just was something to add, and it didn't make much sense to put it here. Like this, just it didn't make sense either, so I just put it in the middle. Yeah, not too bad. And I really like these lights here. That looks really cool to me. I really like that they are accented that way. So yeah, not too bad. But now the next step is to get people hired in. I've already had the headhunter started with the customer service folk. We just need a few security guards and obviously cleaners as well on top of those guys. So just a matter of getting people hired and then the place opened up. So once we get those people hired, we will meet back up. See you in a minute. All right, ladies and gents, everything is completely set up. We have every single business set up. We have all the logistics for every business set up, and we have all the employees hired for each business. Now, just so we can take a look here, this is what we're looking like for the schedules. Every business is going to be 16 hours, except for Pizza Especial. That one is 24 hours because it's food. And if we go here, we'll notice that audio files, Choice Cellular, and Shine Bright Jeweler are all also accompanied with security guards. For obvious reasons, they have the highest grossing items and the most expensive to lose. So we want the most theft resistance possible in those places. Just want to show you Pizza Especial as well. Again, 24 hours, very easy breezy. But now I need to open every single one up. So let's get these all open here. And I'm hoping after probably a day, I'm not entirely sure to be honest, since this will be my first time, you know, goading or getting the attention or more attention of the rivals. I'm hoping by doing this, Ingrid will freak out after the day has gone by. So let's do this together. We're just gonna go back home and we're gonna see what happens after the day goes by. We're hoping, obviously, not only does Ingrid freak out, but we also make a bit more money. Quite a bit more money. And that, just so you guys are aware, this has taken a lot of time to do today because I have been constantly interrupted by my real life job, which, let's be honest, I should be paying more attention to that when things are actually needed. So there is that. But I'm hoping that I've situated everything correctly and everything looks fluid on your end. I will be obviously editing this to make it look good, but there's that. So let's get these people continuing their training. Looks like 2 more days essentially, or 3, well, 3 more days technically. That's fine. We want them to be at max. All right, let's do 5 more hours. We're gonna go at 12. We made 83,000 today. And these guys are out of that stuff, but that's okay. I wonder what time they went out. Healthy choices. You close at 10 o'clock. It's 12. Okay, I think we're okay. All right, let's go to sleep. Let's wake up at 10. 9:55. Please, please, Ingrid, please. Please bother me. Please initiate more rivalry actions. And nothing. All right. Well, we jumped up 2 spots. We were at 19 and we had, I think it was like 380 some thousand per week. We jumped those spots there. Now we're at 478 a week. We have 12 businesses. So what can we do pricing wise with some of this stuff? Now let's look at our largest daily income. That's still Fast and Fresh. Pricing is still looking good. We are going to bump it to a little bit more and let's see what happens here. Let's do 850. Now, obviously, like I mentioned, our pricing was the best in the market. Hopefully that pans out, and increasing those prices there means that we make more money at this place. But I'm not entirely sure how what's the goad Ingrid, other than continuing to open things in the Garment District. The only problem is there's no retail space for me, which is very strange. I feel like there's usually retail space available, but right now, since the Rivals update, there's just been nothing. So I guess in that respect, why don't we quickly work on, let's do this location here. We're going to make a new fast food joint. And we'll call it Fast and Fresh Midtown. Or no, this is Murray. Fast and Fresh Murray. Or let's just do Fast and Fresh MH. Start that business there. We're going to make this a 24-hour location. 7 days a week. Change that to a burger. We'll do a purple font with bebas. All right. Well, now it's a matter of, obviously we don't have a lot of money at the moment, but we could try calling Christian Bahud here and see what it would look like if we actually did a blueprint. $700,000. I don't like it. All right. We'll have to go through the day and get some more money, but I will see you here in just a moment. All right. Well, we made quite a bit of money yesterday. In fact, I think we made something like 102,000. We're sitting at 144 currently. Our pricing increase was successful. We were able to keep a 100% pricing stature, even though we are honestly kind of going a little bit over. Not terribly far over, thankfully, but a little bit at least, and it's worked out. I think we can continue this pricing structure for the moment, and we could see what happens at that point. I mean, if you see here, I'm dictating the lowest market price still. I had the absolute lowest market price for French fries, chicken kebab skewers, and burgers. So I mean, I literally had the whole market at its lowest, and now I've raised it by raising my French fry prices and chicken kebab skewer prices. I'm still at the lowest market price, which is crazy to me. It's very odd, but I mean, I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. We could probably get away with This is insane. I don't think I'm going to actually do that at the time being, but I mean, clearly I'm setting the lowest here, which is very odd, but I'll take it. So let's go and check out what space we have available to us at Fast and Fresh Murray Hill. All right, guys, we've arrived at Fast and Fresh Murray Hill. So let's get the interior fleshed out here. Now let's see how much we're looking at just to do the floors and the walls. We got 144,000 to burn. The floors alone were 33,000, which is quite a bit. Let's see what we got here. Just do this. Very simplistic. Very cheap. But it gets the point across. I mean, we're essentially just a big version of our fast food joint. We got ketchup and mustard everywhere. There we go. And the final cost for the floors and the walls is $38,640. Boom. We did it. That's it. All right, let's contact Square Appliances. Now, we know for a fast food restaurant, we can do all of these. Now, we also know that the industrial grills serve 20. We have a capacity of 75, so we need 4 for the burgers, 4 for the chicken kebabs. And then if we go back, French fries are an industrial fryer machine. We need 3 of those. We need 3 hot dog grills. We could sell ice creams at the ice cream counter. We need 3 of those. 4 of those. Man, we are looking at quite the bill. I can tell you that right now. Do 2 of those. Okay. So let's see. Oh, we're out of business hours. They open at 9. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so we're back in. We are going to just price out what we're looking at here, essentially. We may not actually do this immediately. So we know we need at least 4 cash registers. Probably 2 cleaning stations. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4 of those. So we got that. We need 3 of those. 2 of those. I think that's everything we needed. $123,614. Ooh, we might have to wait just a couple days just to get this squared away. So with that being said, I think this might actually be a good place to stop the video. I think that we've accomplished quite a bit, especially with opening all 5 of those buildings or retail businesses, what have you. But we still haven't been able to goad Ingrid into paying attention to us, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to figure out what to do there. Perhaps, I'm wondering, we can't contact them. So can we only contact, yeah. Yeah, we can't really do anything, it looks like. Just kind of figure out what to do with her and go from there. But anyway, as usual, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button below and subscribe. There's gonna be plenty more where this is coming from, and especially once the actual full release of the 0.5 early access goes out, I'm doing a straight brand new rags to riches, no loans, super hard sandbox playthrough. We're not going to be doing any of Uncle Fred's stuff. We're going to be going on our own, and we're going to be doing it hard and right. We're going to max the hell out of this business once it happens. So obviously, thumbs up if you like the video, and let me know in the comments what you guys think about the overall gameplay. How have you guys been playing? Have you enjoyed it so far as well? Or, you know, how's it going for you guys? I like to hear from you, and obviously I reply as much as I possibly can. So anyway, guys, I do appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.